Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy P Matt G, short for Prodigy Matt Gengar, and we have a PowerPoint about TEPPEN made on Google Docs. Look at this thing I made. There are no Capcom characters here. I also don't think Beautiful Joe's in the game. Look at that. Okay. So let's just say you're. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just say you're a little tired of the other card games. Yu-Gi-Oh's like expensive, and then Yu-Gi-Oh also has that stuff. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh also has that stuff where it's like, oh my god, it might, the ban list. Can't play tier anymore. What about Pokemon? I actually think Pokemon's pretty good. Magic, if you're really telling me you're going to be playing Magic Arena, this video is for you. And the other ones, I don't know. Oh my god, okay. How it works? It's... Okay. How it works? Real time, 5-minute timer, guys. Literally, you're just playing real time. It's great. You got 30 life. Just kill them before they kill you. 2 card types. You got Monster Spell Trap. We got units and actions. Very simple. Got a mana system. You start at 4 mana. And you get mana at a fixed rate. Clash Royale, Duelist of Eden. Yeah. There's no like overtime or anything. You just, you play for 5 minutes. Have a good time. Hand size is 5, and your hand auto refills until you deck out. So every card draws a card essentially. 2 card EX pocket, that's like a little sub hand that we'll go into later. And you can mulligan your starting hand. All you Magic players or Pokemon players that didn't open a basic, all you Shadowverse players, you want a mulligan, you can mulligan. Okay, let's go next. We got units and actions here. Units are minions. Actions are spells. Okay. Short and sweet. Units have 8 types. There's humans. There's monster. I'm trying to do them from memory. There's kami. There's machines. There's beast. There's creature. I think there's a couple others. Yeah, I don't know. You got units. And then, yeah, they can have synergies with the spells and shit. Actions start active response. This next slide should be about active response, if I made it right. Yeah. Active response happens. So like anytime a spell's played, this happens. And this is the fun time. Oh yeah, also I forgot. Stats. Top one, the red one is attack, and the blue one is defense, because red means angry and blue means defend. And it trades just like Magic or some shit. Your units don't heal or anything unless if you like make them. It's just, you're playing good old Magic. Also, oh my god. Okay, so I showed this like this 4 here. Spells can cost like a shit ton. So like every card cycle is like, imagine you're playing Clash Royale. You're playing 2.6 Hog Cycle. You're trying to win the game. And then all of a sudden, like, there's more than 8 cards in the deck. You're playing an actual card game, but everything cycles like you're playing 2.6. Oh yeah. Every time someone plays a spell, the main timer stops. 5 minutes, no more. Extra time. And then you get a 10-second timer on the top, and it's going to tick down like... It's really hype. It's going to be crazy. Like it's going to be really good. Okay. And then you cast a spell, because you just casted a spell. And then both players get 2 mana. Bonus. You cast a 1 mana spell, you go +1 on mana. but it's temporary. And, like, you don't even get to use it if your opponent doesn't chain you it. But your opponent gets 2 extra mana. And then this is the only time you can see your opponent's mana, so it's really important. Just remember, your opponent has 2 extra little temporary ones. And then here we go. You take turns casting spells you can't chain yourself. And it resolves like Yu-Gi-Oh! There are cards that care about how high the chain is. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Your opponent can just cut you off from comboing by not doing stuff. Cool mechanic. Wall of text explain it. Oh yeah, can't go over 10 mana. No 12 mana. 10 mana, and then it will like fill out. So if you're at 9 mana, you'll get like 1 extra. It's cool mechanic. Also, people... Okay, one sec. Okay, back to this. People like time their shit to like max value and get the full 2 mana crystals for it. So just like, watch out. Timing in this game is crazy. I'm gonna add another slide after this. This game has fighting game execution. Okay, colors. 4 colors. We got red, green, purple, and black. Every color got a playstyle. And new archetypes, like a new set comes out. Pretty much every... If they introduce like a new archetype for one class, there's a good chance every color gets a different version of it. But there's also just like pile... I actually don't know what I was cooking here. So like the colors will like all get an archetype every set normally, along with just like staples. But if there's like a new keyword they're introducing, chances are all 4 colors get like a different version of that keyword. And they actually play quite differently. You're allowed to play 1, 2, or 3 color decks with restrictions. What are they? If you're 1 color, you have 10 max mana. If you're 2 color, you have 5 max mana. If you're 3 color, you got 3 max mana. Simple, clean. Okay, so literally, like, this might seem, like, big, because, like, it matters a lot. 2 color decks are just, like, so strong, because you get to play broken shit together, and 3 color decks are also meta sometimes, because you get to play broken shit. Like, the synergies are crazy, and if the deck's good enough, it is worth going down to 5 or 3 mana. Yeah, mana... Start at 4 mana. It's gained at a fixed rate. And then 3 color decks only get 3 mana when they're starting, because they can't get 4. We have the Goblin Party Cannon to show it, and Duelist of Eden, just because if you wanna enter Duelist of Eden tournament, I'm right here. I'll run it for you. We have the matches decided by wheel. Shoutouts to the PMATG Weekly. And yeah, next up. Oh shit, this is like the color thing. Also, I literally forgot. I think I just like put a mental note down and then forgot to like put the text in. You only like there's ramp. So like even though you only get it at the fixed rate, there are cards that will let you ramp yourself by increasing the speed you get at. Or there will be like negatives where they'll decrease the speed, lower your max mana temporarily or permanently. There's a ton of shit involving mana in this game. But this is the slide I made for it, and I really hope you like the description. Yeah, thank you. Oh wait, now we got red. Damage-based removal, high-value units. Red is like Swordcraft, or like... Like, y'all already know. It's just the good cards. Red is big basics. Big basics, turbo pile. And yeah, they got minions, crazy value. Like literally crazy value for the minions. I just got a crazy message on Discord that y'all won't know about, but that's why I sound distracted. So I'm realizing now this would be a really good time to like put pictures on the screen for the minions, but I'm not gonna do that until the next PowerPoint, but I will in post editing, because believe it or not, these bitches do have production value. Big value. See how I was like, red has high value minions? And now big value is they have it and spells. So their spells are like, take like lightning bolt for example, and then take, I don't remember what it's fucking called, shock. Where shock is like deal 2 to something, and then lightning bolt is deal 3. It's just a better card. So imagine every other class has shock, and then you're out here with lightning bolt. That's how it feels. Like, all of their individual cards are nutty. Their removal, very low cost, added in a little bear pun there. Hope you like. And yeah, their removal, burn, ping stuff is crazy. They have cards that will kill pretty much any mana value of unit for 2 mana. And it's really consistent at getting cards like that. So you might be like, oh my god, how do they lose? There's synergy, baby. Like, the other decks have archetypes with like crazy payoffs that win the game. And red is kind of just like, a lot of their stuff helps them like win with a lot of small synergies together. It really does play like big basics. And like, you have all of the small synergies together that will add up, and you can make some crazy threats with red. Like, they do have the big payoffs of other colors sometimes, but they're normally a little more expensive or like very late game specific. And then killing big bitches. There are other colors in this game. It can't just be a red Ditto. Red literally plays like a Shoto in fighting games. If you're going up against Q3 taunts, it's a lot harder to, like, you know, Q3 taunts, that's hard to remove. And now immediately after, like, you're dealing with hella big bitches, and then every time you remove something, they have a fucking answer. There's like a blue equivalent, so you already know what's happening. And yeah, so like, you're going to have to deal with that and be ready for it. Now we got green, we got strengths. Huge minions. Green, their buff, their everything, their minions are just going to get out of control. And unless if you, like, trying to kill them with damage-based removal doesn't work. One of their things is like, you can give a minion shield. So like, imagine Paladin Heartstone Divine Shield, but like, it stacks and it has 6 shields. And then good luck. It's also 2-shotting you. It's 20 seconds into the game. Buffs, like I said, they can buff their shit. Like, barely even explain it. If your card game has a buff mechanic, green probably has it, but better. Those cards are getting big. If it's like a Wednesday night and it's raining, they get a buff. Like, it's crazy. They get big. Ramp. It's like green and everything. They can just speed up their mana production. Like, all of their tiny ass cards, like the little minions, boost their mana production, and then you ramp for the big stuff. Oh my god. One of the classes is ramp. It's like every other card game. And then weird disruption. They have shit that can reset stats and seal opponents, which is kind of just like negating it. It turns the enemy card into a vanilla. But they really only remove with combat. Like, their kill spells exist, but are... Besides a card called Hakai, which you'll learn about really quickly, when you download the game after being wowed by this PowerPoint, they're okay. Their matchups, starting their weaknesses, like, I don't know how people enjoy some versions of green. I'm not going to talk shit about some of them because they're cool, but like some of the versions, just come on. You're literally playing 10 Pi Dragon. It's 10 Pi Dragon. And it's going second, and it opened the nuts. And sometimes you don't do that. Sometimes you brick. You barely ever brick with a green. But, like, it's one of the only colors that even can brick. That's how consistent this game is. Comebacks, literally, like I said, initial play, did it win? Maybe it won. Green can set up for comebacks and is really good at keeping its initial board, which turns the matchups extremely interactive. But like a lot of the time, they just throw their opening hand out and they're playing boojins. Now we got purple. Purple's what I play. We got Ada Wong in it, and being a gay berry, you just like Ada Wong. It's kind of part of it. So strengths, combos. Purple's like the cool combo class that you get to be like, I'm a better TEPPEN player. Oh my god, he's so good at purple. Like, literally, it's like that. Like, there are bitches that flex about that shit because they're like, oh my god, I fucking outsmarted you because I made my minion unblockable. And shit like that. Your combos in purple, your individual cards won't really do that much, but they all combo with each other or certain other things that are just broken. Like, it's just broken. This class gets nerfed a lot because pretty much everyone that plays purple only plays purple because it's really rewarding to learn. And yeah, just play purple. It's fun is all I can say. You get to do cool, neat stuff. Oh, yeah. And then that's it for that. Now we got payoffs. Purple's payoffs? Crazy. Like, that's part of their combos. I mean, you're dealing with huge payoff normally. Just, like, absurd. Win the game instantly type stuff if you hit your combo. And it's, like, unforgiving, too. Like, it's just immediately you run away with the game. Strength, niche. Hard to describe. You just gotta play purple. Purple does some really niche stuff. Like, they have really fringe answers to stuff. And, like, so imagine, like, you're playing against an opponent and they just have techs to you. Like, not even sideboard shit. Like, they're just main decking the tech. And their deck is specifically wired to beat you. That happens. And when every single card also says draw a card, I mean, you get to play it. Because it's gonna come up. It's really cool. Removal disruption? Untraditional removal and disruption. They got. Like they're just trying to fuck with you. They interact a lot. They have counter spells. I should have put that as a strength. Literally. It's like they have counter spells and they aren't afraid to use them. Now we got traditional removal as the weakness. Like, they don't really get kill spells much or burn. They get like I don't even know how to describe it. All of their removal is just really niche. Please play TEPPEN. Now we got setup. The win cons take a lot of setup. Like, the win cons are literally like you are assembling Exodia, but you still have to assemble it. Like, they're not really bricks, but you literally need to run like 20. It's 30 card decks. You need to run like 20 engine. At least. Synergy, reliance, purple, yeah, you just need combos. The individual cards are not that good. You need to, like, have good synergies and set up your payoffs really fast. And then we got black. Bro, black's value game, we don't even talk about it. Okay. So one of their mechanics is revenge. And so, like, there's a... in the comments, guess if this is good or not. In, like, your card game. Or if you think this card is good. 3 mana, 3/2. And then when it dies, it gives you MP, which is 1 mana back when it dies. And then it also has revenge to get +1/+1. And then revenge, when it dies, shuffles itself back into the deck, gives itself the buff, and reduces the cost by half rounded up. So it's a 1-drop 4/3 then that gives you the mana back when it dies. Guess if that card's good. That's an archetype with like 50 cards in it in standard if you want to do that. And then they have infinite value engines. They have a lot of stuff like that. Pretty much the only limitation of Black's value game is the match time. Their hero art, we're going to get to this later. I avoided talking about it, but I have to with Black. Their hero powers are really strong. Yeah, more on that later. Ooh. Consistency. They, crazy. They're gonna start the value game somehow. Pretty much. Like, they're just going to... They're gonna do it. They're going to get their game plan. And they have a ton of traditional removal, not ping or whatever. It's just cards that say kill your unit. They're really weak to disruption though. Like, they need their graveyard not tampered with. They don't really have many counters to that. And, yeah. You just gotta deal with disruption, and sometimes the deck will just insta-lose to any disruption. Also, adding a strength, if you like this, they have the cards that say, like, kill one of your own things to do, like, a big effect, and then it beats opponent's removal. Okay. So, the other weakness is we got Black's mana management. It's hard. Black cards cost a lot on average because their effects are really strong, and you need to manage your mana really well. Because if it ever, like, starts losing the value game, it's hard to put it, like, it's hard to start it again. And yeah, like, it's really, it's hard to explain. Please play TEPPEN. But literally, it's like, it's a fun little balance. Oh yeah. This game needs a hero. We got 12 heroes, 4 for each color. Every hero has 3 hero arts that give unique strengths. Like, literally. I didn't even tell y'all about these. We're one of these games. And Zero is a top tier again. Really quick, the heroes are Ryu, Rathalos, Nergigante, Wesker, X, I think it's like Mega Man, Chun-Li, Morgan, Dante, Zero, Ada Wong, Feline, like from Monster Hunter, the cat guys, Nero, Jill Valentine, Amaterasu, Oichi, one sec, guys. I'm literally gonna get it from memory. Oh my god, I don't remember. It's a black hero. Oh my god. Oh, Akuma. I remembered. Actually, yeah, Akuma. And yeah, let's do it. Look at these. Okay, so AP is spent mana. And I picked Amaterasu because it's simple. And hold on, let me move really quickly so y'all can see. AP 16. Okay, so this one here, Great Divine Intervention. 23 AP, so you spend 23 mana. It's AP's like a counter. It doesn't max out at 23. The only thing is there's a slight delay, so you can't just do it right after the next. You have to there's a cooldown to it. But you could save up to 56 and do this off cooldown if you want. Alright, so you give all of your units 2 HP, deal 3 to all enemy units, and then any unit destroyed by it is removed from the game, which means they don't get their death triggers. And they also don't go to the graveyard. This is good. I tried to pick the dog because the dog is really easy and simple and stuff. So yeah, it's that's it. You know, you deal burn damage, you buff your board, and then they don't get their death trigger. Now, top right, we got Celestial Envoy's Miracle. For 20 AP, your hero, which is a permanent effect, gains all friendly red units get +1 attack. This stacks. You could just keep doing it. It turns everything into a big threat. Fun power. Now, the last one, we got Thunder Edge for 16. You give 1 friendly unit +1 attack, agility, which so every unit takes 10 seconds to attack. I also didn't do a slide on this. So every unit 10-second attacking timer, and agility lowers it down to 5 seconds. And then attacking, deal damage equal to this unit's attack, split among all enemy units for 10 seconds. So it gets it for 2 attacks. And yeah, that's high tempo. It's great. Hand. Get 5 cards. 2 cards sub-hand. It refills until you deck out. So every card is upstart. Every card is insight on top. It's a cantrip. Oh my god, see, I could have put that shit down and everyone would have been like, oh! And it makes cycling really good. Playing chump blockers, because every unit takes 10 seconds to attack, you just play a chump blocker until you find the answer. It's really cool. It's a nice value game. Download the shit and play. Today, please. You should be happy for all day. It's so easy. You can make a deck. For free, you get a ton of resources. There's a single player mode if you fuck with that. There's a ranked mode. There's 2 ladder systems. It's so much value. You get so much free season passes sometimes. Oh my god, it's good. It's cheap. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh price. It's not it's not expensive. And then to prove that, I'll send a deck to a viewer possibly. If you download it. Yeah. When this video goes viral, yeah. Oh my god, hold it. I need to move again. Y'all can read Sharing is Caring. Okay. So basically, let's say I'm the gift giver and Gomi is the gift receiver. So I give the gift of my deck, and then Gomi receives my deck. And then I can do it for free once per account. And then I give him the deck. And the deck is legendary. The deck can have 10 legendary cards. It can have 10 epic cards. which is like more than like any deck. Like literally you could just give any deck pretty much. Or give the deck and then enough cards to dust the stuff that you just give them a deck. And they can play the deck on ladder. But the cool part, all of the cards get added like to their collection. So let's just say they don't like the deck. The deck's bad. You can kick them out for the bad deck. And then dust all the cards. Yeah, and that's it, y'all. Thank you for coming to my PowerPoint, my Teddy Talk. I hope you liked. It's been 30 minutes. Yeah. See ya. Subscribe.